I'm here with Mark Nelson of Rio Grande, and you know, one of the most important things when making a project or working on a project is finding the right tools. And you're here to tell us a little bit about that.
Right. When you're making your work, you want to use the best materials to make your work the best. And the same is for tools as well. And when you're going to choose a plier, there's a lot of different options.
Oh, so many of them.
And when you go into the high-end pliers, they tend to focus more on ergonomics. You can see that the handles are bigger and some are wider, and so that they fit more comfortably in your hand.
Especially if you're working on something for a long time.
Exactly, yeah, because you want to take care of your most expensive tool, which is your body.
There you go.
And some have adjustable springs so that you can adjust the spring back on them and do that. The steel in these is much harder and tougher, which means that you can really torque down and give them a lot of abuse. They're also going to use a lap joint, which is two pieces that are kind of side by side, versus a box joint. And in the past, the box joint used to be considered a higher end quality. But with advances in technology, this new lap joint has become the standard for higher end pliers.
And then the mid-range, what do you have with that?
And the mid-range is a compromise between the lower end and the high end. You're still going to have good quality steel and some good ergonomics. Okay, and it's a great place to start.
But maybe not some of the additional features there.
Exactly.
But of course, if you are just starting out, you know, it would be nice, it's perfectly fine to start off with something like this. Especially if you're not sure, you know, if this is something you want to do long term or just kind of trying
It's a great way to start out. And also, you can actually, a lot of times when you're making jewelry, you may find that you want to modify a tool, grinding or finishing, a special adaptation. And that's a great way to use an inexpensive plier for those adaptations and customization.
Now, Mark, leave that one there for a second, and can you show me the higher end one again? Now, why does that have that screw and this one doesn't?
Well, this is a lap joint, which means that the two pieces overlap each other. Okay. And it's set with a screw that you can adjust.
Oh, okay.
So if you want it stiffer, it's going to be stiffer. If you want it looser, you can make it looser.
So there's adjustable screws on it?
Exactly.
Oh, okay. Does that one have, the other one have it?
Yes.
Okay. So there's adjustable.
And this is not adjustable.
Okay. So that's a big difference too.
Right.
You want the adjustability on it.
Get the right tool for the right job.
Now, speaking of the right tool for the right job, what if you have some special things that you're going to be doing and you need a little bit more specialty tools? What do you have here?
I've got a whole line of stuff, and this is really neat. This is basically just a tube holder or a wire holder. It's got these little grooves in a Delrin jaws, and you find the one that fits, and that'll give you the ability to hold it, and you can come in and file it. It's kind of hard to hold tubing because you don't want to crush it, and it's a nice way to hold stuff.
Okay, what about this one?
This one is one of the higher end ones. It has a set screw, and so that you don't need to close it all the way. And it's also lined with these Delrin. It's really soft, so you don't mar the wire.
Perfect. Moving right along.
What is this contraption?
Yeah, I don't even know.
This is an ear wire former. You can set this to the lengths that you want. And you gotta squeeze right there, and just simply fold it over.
Look at that.
Right there, and then you take it out, and you take a pair of cutters, cut it, and you made your ear wire, and they're all going to be the same.
Perfect. Okay, this one looks interesting as well. I feel like I'm an assistant in a surgery or something.
Excellent. This is just formers. They make bands. This is a great way to make rings. Actually, instead of using a hammer and an anvil, you just put it in there and fold it, and you can keep on going. It's more for heavier stock, and you can just keep in, and just forms it perfectly all the way around.
So, which really proves that when you have the right tool, it does make the job that much easier.
Right. The tools should be labor saving, or labor serving versus labor saving. And that's why you have all these different types of stone setting pliers. Each one of these is for a different function in stone setting prongs. This is the old school, and you got the new school and prong removing, bending back the prongs from stones.
Oh, perfect. Okay, now we're moving on. Oh, this is pretty.
Yeah, it's patterned wire, and this has actually a rubber coating on there to keep from hurting it. And here, you're going to just bend it around like that, and you've made a ring.
Wow.
So it's really that easy.
Easy. Okay, we have more to get to.
I really believe that on your bench you should have a pair of parallel pliers. And can you hand me that flat
Sure.
piece of, there you go. We'll just take this and use this real quick. Parallel pliers hold things much easier.
Okay.
And they're great to have to undo bolts and all kinds of things. So.
And that one, of course, made the hole, the one that you took it from.
Right, there's a hole punch. Done that, just put it in there and boom, got a hole.
Moving right along, in the last few seconds that we have, let's talk about these.
Shears, always have a nice pair of metal shears that'll actually cut. Forming pliers, these are nice in that they're shaped, and you can just go in here and squeeze and boom, it's starting to form it.
Perfect.
And that's about it.
Same thing with these, just
Same
forming
with those,
pliers. And then care for it, but just by putting
Caring
some...
on your cutters, you want to put a little lubricant and keep them wiped down and oiled.
Okay, perfect.
And they'll last a lifetime.
Thank you so much, Mark. That was fun.
Thank you.
We'll be right back in just a minute.